The film begins in the city of Dijon, in 1954. Loron, a 14-year-old boy, is shown at the beginning of the film, collecting money for a recross with a school friend as the Indochina War rages on. Loron appreciates jazz music and brings the best in class, but he also appreciates taboo music, activities such as shoplifting. Loron has returned home. Then comes his father, Charles, gynecologist. His father is uninterested in children. Loron's house also houses two maids, their mother, Clara, and her two elder brothers, Thomas and Lawrence arrive at the house with such a mischievous nature that the maid questions him. His mother, on the other hand, ignores him and goes straight to Loron. He also has two brothers here. Both brothers begin misbehaving with their mother. The next day, the entire family gathers for lunch over something related to Loron's father. Loron then chastises his mother. The following scene shows Loron writing an essay for his school. Then both of his brothers appear and begin teasing him. They all start measuring their private parts to see who is bigger than who. Only then does their mate, Augusta, appear. They then begin to tease him as well. The next day, on his way home from school, Loron notices his mother sitting in the car with another man, and he learns that his mother is having an affair with someone. When he goes to tell his father about it, his father does not give him a chance, scolds him, and runs away. Loron, now enraged, returns home and begins masturbating while reading the addictive book. The next day, he is invited to a routine. He confesses to his father that he stole the book at his Catholic school from the shop, smoked that cigarette, and masturbated. So his father tells him that he should avoid all of these things. As soon as he steps outside after meeting his father, he's back to blowing smoke with his little pal. One day at his mother and father's house, his elder brother throws a party in the house. Loron is smoking a cigar alone at the party when a girl approaches and sits next to him, and Loron begins kissing her. Then she teaches him how to kiss properly. Lawrence's maid arrives and removes Loron from the room, sending him to be ed.to sleep. Loron's brothers take her to the grotto the next day, where they set up a girl for him to have intimate relations with. The girl leads Loron to her room, confirms his presence, and says she knows it's his first time. She adds that she's getting a lot of virgin boys. Loron then tries to kiss her. She says that she only does it with her boyfriend, but she will definitely remove the top clothes because it is his first time. Then both of them became so intimate. Lawrence's elder brothers arrive drunk and make fun of Loron's leg because Loron is incapable of doing anything special. It happens and the girl has the same expression. Loron and that girl start shouting at them to be quiet. Loron goes scouting camp the next day after becoming enraged by his brother's antics the night before. He gets scarlet fever after returning from the camp. The doctor examines him and informs him that he has heart disease and should rest and drink less bourbon for the rest of his life. Care. When Loron is on bed rest, he speaks for him. Clara, his mother, entertains him by playing the guitar and playing cards with him. She tells him about his upbringing and tells him about his father, who was only interested in politics and girls, and how Augusta has taken care of Clara since she was a child. Clara's grandparents did not approve of her at the time of her marriage. One day, while talking to Loron, Loron notices Clara's return to her lover through the window as she walks out. Loron's teacher visits Clara one day and tells her that Loron's illness has matured him, and he is also a genius. Loron's father drives him and his mother to Bourbon General Hospital the next day. Loron was to be treated for this here. His father reserves a hotel room for him. However, Charles's secretary accidentally booked the same room, and there is now no room available. As a result, Clara and Loron must share a room. Her father abandons them and returns home. Loron notices two girls, Helen and Daphne, in the hotel and expresses interest in them. Clara is also having a good time. Here, Loron invites Helen to be intimate one day under the guise of reciting jazz in his room. Helen enters the room but declines to be intimate. Loron begins masturbating, but Clara returns after playing tennis. Clara now plays tennis with a young boy. Loron is envious of all of this. Clara also mocks him for his jealousy. She jokes that he is acting like her husband. He goes to Clara's room the next day. Clara is naked in the bathroom with the door open. When Clara notices Loron, she slaps him. Loron is also upset because he is aware of Clara's affair but remains silent. Clara considers booking another room, but none are available. Loron informs Clara that he will be spending the day with Helen. Clara summons her boyfriend to the bedroom. However, Loron did not go out that day. After a while he returns to the room and pretends to sleep on the bed. Clara, however, is surprised to see him back in the room and secretly leave a letter before leaving for 2 days with her lover. When Clara returns, she begins to cry while lying on the bed, informing Loron that her lover has broken up with her. Loron consoles her and tells her that she will get another better one. Now they're both going out to eat. The next day, everyone was having a good time. Clara also consumed a large amount of wine during the celebration. Clara and Loron return to their room at night, and Clara says she is so drunk. She doesn't even change her clothes. Loron begins to alter Clara's attire. Loron begins kissing Clara after carefully watching her change her dress, and they become intimate with each other. Loron, on the other hand, begins to feel intense terror. Clara realizes that there is no such thing as great terror in this. She says it will not happen again, and that they will remember this as a pleasant memory, and will always keep whatever happened today private. Loron has returned to normalcy. Loron then exits his room and goes to Helen's room, where he begins kissing Helen, but she refuses. Loron then inquires about Daphne's room number. Loron and Daphne have an intimate relationship. They both start calling mom to go when Daphne starts calling. Fall asleep together. Loron then quietly takes off his shoes and runs to his room. When he gets his father asks him what is going on in his room. Loron is stunned for a moment, but his father laughs and inquires as to why he is carrying shoes. Then everyone starts laughing, including Loron, and the film ends.